Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is WireDogSec back with another video for you guys. Today's video, we are going to go over a quick and dirty way of conducting recon enumeration on domains and subdomains. I think this will come in handy when it comes to bug bounty or in a client's environment or even for your own organization. Now, let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, what is Recon? Well, let's go ask our old friend Google. It says, what is hacking recon? And let's take a look here. Hacking recon or cyber reconnaissance is a preliminary phase of a cyber attack where hackers gather information about a target system to exploit vulnerabilities. The term reconnaissance comes from military operations where it refers to the act of spying on an enemy to gain information. That's right. This also comes into play when hacking into organizations, right? Or let's say that you're a bank robber. Now, a bank robber, at least a good one, would scope out the organization, try to determine some possible entry points, some possible weaknesses, check out who the security guards are, who works for the bank, etc., etc. And let's see what else they have here. Here are some things to know about hacking recon. Purpose. The purpose of hacking recon is to find vulnerabilities and attack paths in a target system. Hackers may want to hack into a system to steal information, disrupt operations, cause damage, or gain access to networks. In this case, of course, this video is for educational purposes only, so do not try to hack into anything that you do not have permission to hack into. All right, types of reconnaissance. Two types of reconnaissance. You got passive and active. Passive reconnaissance is a covert method that involves gathering information without interacting with the target system. Active reconnaissance involves actively interacting with the target system, i.e., sending probes and scans to the target system, like using Nmap and such on it. That would be classified as active reconnaissance. Passive reconnaissance would be looking at OSINT related activities like DNS records, stuff like that. And information resources, hackers often use a variety of sources to gather information, including domains, subdomains, who has information, direct information, social media accounts, and more. Who has information is passive reconnaissance as well. Just look up their whohas.com stuff, and you can probably find some information about it. Now, let's go take a look at HackerOne. All right, this is a common bug bounty platform. And this particular one is the city of Los Angeles, right? You can check out the program guidelines for information about this particular program, okay? And you go to scope, it'll tell you what you can and cannot do. I like these wildcards because it is a wide area of things that you can poke and prod at, okay? And this particular one, it's going to be lacity.gov and lacity.org, all right? And let's take a look at this httpx, which is going to be used. It says httpx is a fast and multi-purpose HTTP toolkit that allows running multiple probes using the retriable HTTP library. It is designed to maintain results reliability with an increased number of threads. Basically, it's going to send out HTTP probes to tell you if the website's up and running. As you can see here, it gives you multiple different codes here: 404 errors, 202, 202, or sorry, 200, 200, 301, etc., etc. Next one is going to be AssetFinder. Okay, it says find domains and subdomains related to a given domain. Let's scroll down a little bit, and this is the sources that it uses: cert.sh, cert spotter, hacker target, threat crowd, etc., etc. Now, I've also used Copilot to help build out or improve upon my commands, queries, what have you. Okay, I recommend utilizing AI chatbots, using these AI tools out there to make you more productive, make you more successful in your endeavors. Now, let's flip back over to the machine here, which is my Kali box. And as you can see, let's start here first. AssetFinder, just running AssetFinder on lacity.org. Now, while that's running, let's take a look at these notes real quick. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Be sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Once you subscribe, be sure to hit that notification bell. All right, so you know every time I post a new video. As you can see here, most people that view my videos, view my channel, are not subscribed. Now, if you do subscribe, it will help me get into the YouTube algorithm so that we can continue to grow our glorious community here. As always, thank you all for taking the time to watch. Have a nice day and enjoy the video. And I highly recommend taking notes throughout whatever courses you go through because you'll come back to reference them later. As you can see, it says AssetFinder retrieves a list of domains, subdomains, which you already read. We already read about httpx. And some of this information is from the Copilot. It says, yes, the command you're using will remove duplicate domains. The sort U part of the pipeline ensures that you remove any duplicate values, etc., etc. And this is one of the base commands that I was using here. Okay, and explains everything here. The sed right here removes wildcards. grep is going to grep the domain name information here, and then sort U is going to remove duplicates. All right, now let's flip back over real quick to this Kali machine. And as you're going through here, you may or may not see duplicate values. Okay, and as explained, you got to use the -U to remove any duplicates. All right, this is just a basic output from AssetFinder. So I'm going to clear the screen here, and we're going to use the -U. Right, first we're going to pipe it into it, sort, then -U. Okay, now it's going to run again, and this time it should be removing the duplicates out of the information. Now, while that's running, let's go ahead and get something else spun up here. Okay, let's take a look at the information here. We got to get the sed and other information here as well. So I've already have it built out. As you can see here, it should have removed all the duplicate values. Be sure to check your output as well. Make sure you're getting the correct information. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this out. Okay, and I'm going to flip back over to my other search here so I can just copy and paste things over. All right, and then we're going to use a grep and also sed here. All right, I'm going to show you this first one here. So copy that, paste it out. Now it's going to go ahead and go through that information again, but this time it is going to send it or pipe it into httpx so they can send those probes out, and then it's going to show me the title of the page so I can potentially find some type of interesting looking information from the title of the page. And then the ports are going to be 443 and 8443. As you can see here, this is the title information, right? Access denied, object moved, 301, blah, blah, blah. See, it's telling me if there's something behind there or not, and the type of access I have to that particular asset. Now, let's go back over here, take another look here. Now, there's probably a more efficient way to get these two together, but all I did was use two ampersands here, and then pretty much launch the same thing again, except this time it was targeting lacity.gov. Okay, and this is the output from that. You see pretty much the same thing, and this is from the .gov area, right? So let's flip back over here, and it's still running. Now, ideally, what you want to do is search through, take a look at these URLs to see if there's anything that you can possibly exploit. So you're going to be looking for vulnerabilities. Maybe you need to do some more content discovery, stuff like that. So you can use FF for that, do some directory fuzzing, brute forcing, what have you. And I have mine configured this way. I'm using this particular word list, and the rate's going to be 2, so I'm going to be sending 2 requests per second, and then I'm going to match for these particular HTTP codes 200 and 301. So you can fire that off, and it goes through and do its thing. Sometimes you may need to set the rate on this because you don't want to potentially cause like a DOS attack against that environment. And sometimes these bug bounty programs have limits on how many requests you can send per second and such, so you need to read carefully through to the bug bounty requirements and such, so you don't get in trouble. And see, that's still running. Also recommend creating a particular directory on your machine. As you can see, your mine's the bug bounty, and then going to LA, so I can keep track of whatever bug bounty program I'm particularly targeting that day. Now, as this is running, you can go through and select a few items here that may look of interest. I'm just going to select a couple of random ones, and let's see here. Let's take this one. Lab services, copy link, open up your browser. I'm using Brave. And as you can see, I've already looked around here a little bit. Now I have Burp fired up already, and it's running in the background. So I'm just keeping track of everything, every page I go to and stuff like that. All right. So it's going to go through and try to load this page up, see if anything of interest appears. Also, when you're poking around, this is called walking the application, right? So you're manually going around, you're clicking through things, and all this information should be going to burp or whatever proxy you're using. So you just go to HTTP history to see everything here. So I'm going to minimize this. Go back through here, and when you want to start testing out things, you can try to find some entry points, like search here, just type in test or whatever, and see if anything comes back. And you can modify things up here for like the query parameters and stuff. You can try SQL injection, cross-site scripting, or something like that. And this looks like it went to an IIS server page. So let's go ahead and check another one real quick, and then we'll move on. Let's see here. There also may be some API stuff here. There's one that says test. Looks like it's going to another IIS area here. This document moved, access denied. Let's see what happens if we go to one of these access denies. So let's go ahead and navigate to this area here and see what they got for us. Okay, looks like a login page. So there you go there. Let's just check one more before we move on. There may be some API ones in here. You have to go and look around and check and see. There's one right here. API test, maybe that one is interesting. You got a dev one as well. So those could be some entry points or some areas of interest that you can go in and start doing your testing on. And maybe you'll find some kind of particular vulnerability that you can report on. Now, the recon is very important because the more stuff that you can find, the more things you can test out on, right? So that pretty much wraps up this area here. Let's go ahead and move on to Copilot and see what they have for us. All right, if you're interested in WebAppSec, bug bounty stuff like that, I recommend checking out these channels here. You got Nahamsec right here, and he has some awesome videos on bug bounty stuff. So just navigate to his YouTube channel. It's called Types of Information in here. You just go in, you can type in like Recon. I'm out at Recon Professional or Bug Bounty Professional or anything like that. All right, I just do it as a side project for fun, what have you. So these guys have been doing it for a long time. So I recommend going in and following their channel, right? So Recon, they have more Recon information here. And if you just type in Bug Bounty, it's got a lot of stuff in here as well for Bug Bounty. He also has a Discord server as well. So go ahead and subscribe to this guy's channel. Next one is Jason Haddix. Okay, a lot of good stuff about him. He is a professional when it comes to web app security and pen testing, stuff like that. All kinds of information you can go and take a look at. I definitely recommend taking a look at his methodology playlist here. And the next one is going to be Insider PhD, Zero to Bug Bounty Hero. Go ahead and check out her information here. Okay, go through, take notes, what have you. These videos can only help you. So let's flip over here, go to Copilot, and you can see my prompts here. Started a new prompt, and I put in that initial command that I was using for AssetFinder. Put in the flags, parameters, whatever you want to call them. It goes through and explains what they are, and it says, have you found any interesting domains yet? I said, no, I have not. Patience, blah, blah, blah. How can I use this to look for all subdomains but remove duplicates? And it gives me some more information here that I could possibly use, right? And then it also explains everything, which I like here. So you can add this stuff to your notes as you're going through and using these AI tools. And it says, how can I search for .net, .org, etc. And it tacked on this dash capital E there that allows me to do that. I recommend using maybe a couple different AI tools to help you in your endeavors. I like to use Copilot, Perplexity, and also ChatGPT. Now, that wraps up this video. I just wanted to show you guys a little something about Recon, bug bounty stuff in case you want to go into that space. But if you found this video of value, if you found it educational, be sure to hit that like button, helps out the channel. Be sure to subscribe if you are new here. Comment below your thoughts and opinions on the information shared in the video. As always, thank you all for taking time to watch. Have a nice day, and I will see you later.